Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to your class. And in previous class, we have just seen the exercise portion of the chapter 11, and there I have discussed up to question number 5. No? And today I am going to discuss the remaining portion of the exercise. Okay? So the students, try to follow me and copy those answers which will be written in the board. Okay? So let's start. We have discussed the question that what will happen if there are no platelets in blood, that is in question 5. Now I am going to discuss question number 6. Okay, question number 6. Now what is question number 6? Let's see. What are stomata and give to function of stomata? I know most of you know to this term, what is stomata. Okay. Now I am writing this answer, what is stomata. You can write tiny pores on the leaf surface are known as stomata. Okay, and what are their function? Let's see. You can write functions of stomata. Now give it a heading and write down it helps in exchange of gases, you know, as it have tiny pores, exchange of gases. This is the first function. Second function is evaporation or water loss. Okay, you know evaporation of water through leaves occurs due to stomata. No? Occurs due to stomata. Understood? And third point, you can write that loss of water means due to this water loss by evaporation. So you can write loss of water from stomata creates an upward pull, or this is also known as suction pull. Creates a suction pull, that is an upward pull. Okay, suction pull which helps in absorption of water, from the roots. Okay, so here I have mentioned what is stomata and what are the function of stomata. Okay, here tiny pores on the leaf surface are known as stomata. This is a very easy definition of stomata. Now what are the functions of stomata? It helps in exchange of gases, you know, carbon dioxide and oxygen. They actually carbon dioxide they take in and oxygen they release. So that also helps in exchange of gases. And evaporation of water through leaves occurs due to stomata. You know, evaporation, that is the water loss through the through the leaf surface. No. Now, due to that loss of water from the stomata creates a creates an upward pull, or this is also called suction pull. Okay, this suction pull helps in absorption of water from the soil. So here the following function of stomata. I hope you understood. Try to note these all. Okay. Now comes to 7-number question. I am rubbing this portion. What is 7-number question? In your book, 7-number question, does transpiration serve any useful function in the plants? Explain. Okay. So we have to write how transpiration serve any useful function in the plants. So follow me, students. Transpiration serves the following functions in plants. Now, first function, it helps to enhance the absorption of water. Okay. And not only water, and dissolved minerals by creating a suction pull, you know, by creating a suction pull. Okay, so this is the first point, that how transpiration serve in the plants. Second point, we can write it helps in getting rid of excess water. Getting rid of excess water. Okay. Third function, it helps in transport of water and minerals to leaves and leaves. What they do? Leaves use the water for photosynthesis. You know, during photosynthesis, water is very, very essential. Okay, now comes to the last point of transpiration. It produces a cooling effect effect on the plant, okay. So here we have seen transpiration serves the following function in the plants. Here you can see it helps in enhance the absorption of water and dissolve minerals by creating a suction pool. Next point, it helps in getting rid of excess water. If there is too much water, then it helps in getting rid of excess water, okay. Next comes to, it helps in transport of water and minerals to leaves, and leaves also use that water for photosynthesis, okay. And next function, or fourth number function, it produces a cooling effect on the plant, okay. So here I have mentioned how transpiration serve the following functions in plants. I hope you understood this. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the e-portal, okay. Next I will go to the 8 number question. What are the components of blood, okay. I am rubbing this portion and go to 8 number question. There are major 4 components of blood, and so not only writing the 4 components, it will be just a very easy way of writing. You have to write the 4 main components of bloods along with their main function, okay. So I am writing 8 number question, okay. What are the components of blood? You can write by this way. There are 4 components of blood. There are 4 components of blood, okay. Now you can write like point wise. First point comes to plasma. As you know, plasma is also the first and foremost component of the blood. You can write plasma, a liquid part of blood which is yellowish in color, and contain 90%. It contains 90% water, and it also contains some enzymes, food, okay, and waste and some proteins also, okay. So it is the liquid part which is yellowish in color, and its main contain 90% water, and along with enzymes, proteins, food, waste, okay. So here I have written only this. Now next components of blood, you can write red blood cell, red blood cells, or you can also write RBCs, okay. As you know, RBCs are disc-shaped cells that contain red color pigment, due to presence of hemoglobin. Pigment called hemoglobin. You can underline this portion, hemoglobin. And what is the main function of hemoglobin? To transport oxygen, and that with oxygen with hemoglobin that carries out with the carries out throughout the all the cells of our body. Okay, throughout all the cells of our body. So here the main function of hemoglobin is it helps in transportation of O2. Okay, transportation of oxygen. Okay, so here I have written the function in bracket, that is hemoglobin function. Okay, next component, that is WBC means white blood cell, white blood cell, white blood cell, or WBC. Okay, now what are these WBCs? WBCs are the fighting cells which protect us against bacteria and other foreign material causing infection. Okay, so they act as defense mechanism to our body. White blood cell. Okay, so here I have written only 3 and there is no place for writing another components of blood. After rubbing this, I will write the 4th component of the blood. Here I have mentioned plasma, that is a liquid part of blood which is yellowish in color. Then red blood cells, they are disc-shaped cells contain red color pigment called hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin is mainly responsible for transportation of oxygen. Okay, next comes to white blood cell. White blood cells, WBCs are the fighting cells which protect us against the bacterial and any foreign material that causing any infection. So it acts as defense mechanism. Okay, so here we have seen the 3 components of blood. Lastly, I am going to write the 4th components of blood by rubbing the upper 2 portion, plasma and red blood cell. Okay. Now 4th portion that is very, very important, named as platelets. Without platelets, what will happen? You can write platelets helps in clotting of blood. Okay, so you have written platelets help in clotting of blood. As you know, if there is no platelet, then blood will not clot, as platelet releases blood clotting factor at the site of injury, that is known as blood clot. Okay, some chemical releases from that site of injury that helps to clot the blood, and that also helps in preventing extra loss of blood from our body. As you know, if there is extra loss of blood from our body, it may cause death of that person. So it helps by clotting or coagulation of blood, and by this way it is very much essential for our blood. Platelet helps in clotting of blood. So here we have seen the main 4 components of blood. No? Now another question is also there, that why is blood needed by all the parts of our body? Today I will discuss up to this question, question number 9, why the blood is needed by all the parts of the body. In the next day I will discuss the remaining portion of this exercise. Okay, there are so many question answers are there, no? So I'm rubbing this portion 8 number and comes to 9 number question. Okay. Why is blood needed by all the parts of our body? So 9 answer you can write like this way. Blood is needed by all the parts because it contains digested food, oxygen in it, and oxygen in it. Okay. Now it supplies oxygen and digested food to various parts of the body to provide essential energy to them, which helps the body to perform various functions. So here I have written the question number 9. Why is blood needed by all the parts of a body? Blood is needed by all the parts because it contains digested food and oxygen in it, and there must be a gap in it, and it supplies oxygen and digested food to various parts of the body to provide essential energy to them, and which helps the body to perform various activities. Okay, so here I have discussed up to 9 number question. In the next day I will discuss the remaining portion of this chapter, remaining question answer of this exercise. I hope you will understood this all. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the e-portal. Okay students, goodbye, have a nice day.